Vidal and the Hogs ready to roll on a 71-degree overcast afternoon. It's time for baseball, and that's strike one. Hall extended his sitting streak yesterday to 14 straight games with a single in the fifth. He sends this one to deep right field. He'll start the game with a long ball today. It felt like all weekend long the Gamecocks needed a bit of a boost, and maybe that was a nominee from Nathan Hall.
Well, Brett Pulmonary just talks about what an incredible athlete he is. You know, just the guy, if you could make him in a lab of what you want out of a baseball player. Nice shot going opposite field.
Strong man who doesn't normally need the win, but Ethan Petrie with 5 home runs is going to blister one into center for a base hit. That was tattooed at 111 off his bat. Ground ball to second, gloved by Souza, and he will throw out Oita to end the inning, but
hey everyone, Wheels here, and I just uploaded one of my coolest videos ever, Day in the Life of a Vandy Boy. I know this isn't a Vandy video, but I think all college baseball fans will enjoy it. Trust me, you don't want to miss this one. I'll put a card in the top right of this video for it, and I'll link it in the end screen as well. Thanks everyone.
Friday night, they had 2 pitchers eat up a bunch of innings. Holland smashes one to left. This ball's going to travel beyond the bullpen and gone. First home run of the season for Bo Hollins. The Gamecocks have hit a couple of shots and an early 2-0 lead for Carolina.
Well, Brett, wind or no wind, that ball was absolutely smoked out to left field. How about 108 off the bat of Bo Hollis? That was a low scorcher. It was going to get out no matter what the wind was doing. Not a bad pitch by Vidal.
He was over 100 on both, and he had to think about that for a while. Iredale's going to wave and miss. So Jarvis Evans Jr., Troy, going to lift one in the air to center. This ball starts to carry. Does it have enough at the fence? And it is gone. Hall tried to make the grab. Helfrich had just enough to sneak it over the yellow line. Carried 399 feet. He needed every feet and every inch. And Arkansas is on the board with their 52nd homer of the year, and those wins may have aided that baseball just a bit, Troy.
Yeah, off the bat, it just didn't look like Helfrich caught it square, but like you said, got it up in the jet stream, and we're going to see multiple home runs today.
Look at him reach for that.
Really out in front.
Part of it's now their head coach. That's ball 4 to Hall. When you lose the first 2, you might really jumble things up. Arkansas has been really good at turning 2. There's one on to first, double play. 6-4-3 DP. Yeah, the ice, that makes sense. Right down the middle, strike 3 called. Scobie must have been sitting on something else. Yeah, it's deliberate.
How about 3 straight changeups that were all dandies?
He must have known Thomas Jr. didn't want any part of that pitch.
A lot of confidence in himself on the mound right now.
That ball's driven to left field. It's going to start to carry with the wind to the wall. Goodbye. Back-to-back games. Davalon has homered. He's hit more home runs this year, 7, than he struck out 6. That's amazing, and this game is tied at 2. They used to say hit them where they ain't. I would say hit them where the wind is blowing today. That was a changeup, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. It was only 80 miles an hour. And again, I think this pitch is a little bit more elevated. You can see it just didn't have the fade.
He's in swing mode. Smash up the middle, diving stop by the second baseman, carry on, and Maxwell on pitch number 12 gets a base hit. Payoff pitch on the way. Hit hard off the glove of the shortstop, Tippett. It's going to roll into left center. Cahill with a huge turnaround first, and Troy, that's BABIP right there. That's 104. Wave and a miss. Evans Jr. wins the battle. Also addressing the plate umpire by his first name, Hank. Well, that is ball 4. West Virginia won yesterday. That was punched in the left of base hit. Maybe it was hit too hard. Koschel turns third. He's going to try to score. Here's the threat of the plate, and out at the dish is Koschel. Nice tag from Braylon. Bobby Wernes went way up the line, and I looked at Koschel turn third. That ball was really hit hard by. Still 2 outs and 2 strikes. But punched in the right of base hit. Souza's going to turn second. Arkansas has lost enough potential runners this inning. He'll stop. Davalon smokes one to right. Petrie will make the catch. So Arkansas hit a couple of balls hard Didn't score, though, Troy, because of a play at the plate.
The guys at the bottom of the order.
And that is a leadoff walk. Usually you're doomed at one point. Hall drives one to shallow left field. Davalon comes in, makes a dive, but I don't know if he dropped the baseball or not. Fans are cheering, but the catch wasn't made.
Yeah, I think
but Tippett went back to second because he thought the ball had been caught. Ball kicked loose. Wave and a miss. Chance to pick a runner back at first. I have no idea where Hall was going. And Souza's going to apply the tag a couple of times. What in the world just took place? Was that a missed sign from Tippett on a double steal?
It looked like it may be a hit and run, but it was almost a pitch up and away. And then he goes, uh-oh, I'm in no man's land. Helper's trying to figure out what to do with the baseball.
2-2 pitch. Cut on and missed. So a K ends the inning. Twice he's bounced to short today. See what he gets, 3-2. Hammers one by. Scobie at third. That ball was tattooed again, and Arkansas has their leadoff base runner on base in the 5th inning. He had the 12-pitch at bat that resulted in a base hit in the 3rd. Couple of singles today. Oh boy. How about a catcher's interference for your bingo card? Here's Kahio Aloy. That one grazed him, and the wheels are starting to come a little bit loose right now. Pitcher needs to make some pitches. That ball's lifted in the air to right field. Petrie going back, nearing the wall. He makes the catch. Aloy will tag and score. Arkansas has taken the lead, but they were that close to 4 scoring on one swing. Braylon sets up in. Ground ball up the middle. Should be 2, but there's a bobble. And an out is recorded, but Maxwell will score. That's tailor-made. I know Troy probably had a little funny spin coming off the side of the mound. And that one's popped up and should end the frame. Tip it underneath it. Catch made. Maybe not so much there. 0-2. That caught too much of the plate, and Scobie singles. It's one you'd like to have back.
Yeah, definitely where he does not want to throw that pitch. And
ground ball to short. Vahiva's able to backhand it. Quick release. Throws to second for a force. They made that reasonably close at first, and there was not a double play bouncer, but another really nice effort. Wood awaiting on the 1-2. Another ground ball. This time it's Souza. That's going to be a tough play to second base. Back to first. My goodness, the Razorbacks turn another one. That was not a tailor-made DP, and somehow Souza and Aloy pulled it off. That was the fastball, and that's another HBP. Ripped down the line in left. That ball is going to go all the way to the bullpen. Picked up by Davalon. Hollins to third, into second with a double to Stone, and the Gamecocks are in business in the top of the 7th. That one's laced to the gap in right center field. A 2-strike hit that's going to chase home a couple of runs to tie the game and tip it in, standing at second base. Tied at 4. The ball kicks away. And an 0-2 pitch that Coyle saw deposited into the grass in right center. Wave and a miss. That pitch had some tilt and some depth to it. Carry on's 0 for 3. A chopper to third. Low scoop by Iredale. He flips across the diamond. Somehow Arkansas gets out of that inning with no further damage done, but Carolina ties things up. And that's high.
Great
that's ball
at-bat.
4.
Just a great at-bat.
Ground ball past Kojal. Well, that was another ground ball, but that one goes as a hit, and there's runners on the corners.
Just one out.
And Bo Hollins has had good swings today. If this one stays in play, it'll be a break. Finding the seats, and oh, Nolan Souza didn't give up on that baseball when Kojal was in no man's land. In the 7th, and he was hit by a pitch. Not a superstitious guy wearing number 13. Bases full of Gamecocks. Popped up. Tell you what, someone needs to come help Helfrich too. He'll backpedal and make the catch. 2 pop-ups with runners on base. The Gamecocks leave them loaded. Well, ball 4. See Braylon set up a little bit out. That pitch caught too much of the plate. Lifted high in the air, deep left field. When this one lands, the Razorbacks will take the lead. Goodbye. Justin Thomas Jr. swinging 0-2. And that was a pitch Sweeney would like to have back. And the Razorbacks are in front, 6-4. The volume of 0-2 hits in this game today is staggering.
Yeah, just a little obnoxious. Brett, how about a 41-degree exit angle? That was hit right up the chute, went 380 feet out into the hog pen.
Another liner to left, another base hit, another multi-hit game. Put Charles Davilon on repeat. Yanked that again, didn't he? Kind of holding on to that just a little extra. Maxwell's going to do it again. That's a good one. Scobie's a good third baseman, throwing on the run. Nice play. We've talked all year about how Kahia Illinois hits the ball harder than anybody in the country, and I think that's a wise move. The infield had crept in, and I the minute they bunted, I thought they're just going to put him on. Drives another one in the air to right field. This ball's got some carry. Petrie at the wall, leaping high. 4 will score on an Oppo grand slam from Brent Iredale. He just about got the same pitch out of the 5th. This time he hit it into the bullpen. And the Kangaroos are happy in the hog pen. It's a 10-4 game, and that's separation on one big swing.
Boy, Brett, we talked about the difference in the momentum. South Carolina had bases loaded, a couple pop-outs last inning, and then the big blow, the dagger kind of to the heart right there by Brent Iredale.
And
Boy.
Troy, that's now 5 straight SEC games where Arkansas scored in double figures.
Yeah, it got up over Petrie. Great effort by Ethan out there, but
Koshil's knocked in a run. He's picked up a single. He's walked. Takes strike 3 here, so that's the second out of the inning. Helfrich skies one to left field. This ball's headed towards the hog pen. Goodbye. Second home run of the game from Ryder Helfrich. He's had a big series, and Arkansas has scored 7 runs on 3 mighty swings in the bottom of the 8th inning. Again, Braylon really wants this pitch in. That's ball 4. There he goes, 3-2 pitch. Popped up. Shortstop Tippett underneath it, and the inning will end. But that should be good enough, and is. Strike 3.
it's like a younger clone of Jackson.
It's a liner into right, base hit. Hall gets his 3rd hit of the day. There's a lot to like about Nathan Hall. The 8 hits in SEC play before this afternoon. Playable in center for Thomas Jr. 2-strike pitch, wave and a miss. Arkansas sweeps the series. They're 19-0 at home, and it's the best start in program history through 25 games.
Mm-hmm.